Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. Just back today with another vinyl update. I'm trying to keep these a bit shorter. I mentioned that a couple videos back. So I only got 8 records here to show off today. When I can remember the prices, I'll let you know. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First up, we have Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Soul to Soul. This is a classic album. Stevie Ray Vaughan is one of the best blues guitarists of all time. You know, it can't be argued. I don't care what you say. One of the greatest blues guitarists ever. I always just find it funny considering he didn't play that guitar, that it's on the cover, but you know, is what it is. Good album. Got this for $17. Really good stuff. Next up, we have The Great 28 by Chuck Berry. Now, Chuck Berry is... I'll just show this gatefold first. I've said before, like I said in my last vinyl video, that if punk rock was personified into a human being, it would be G.G. Allin. And I believe if rock and roll was personified into a person, it would be Chuck Berry. Forget about Elvis Presley. Chuck Berry, all the way. Next up is an album my parents brought me back from their trip to Britain, and that is Iron Maiden Power Slave. This is actually my second favorite Iron Maiden album after Killers, and I'm really happy to have this on vinyl. This is the 2017 pressing, so it sounds really good, just like all the other 2015 pressing, 2015. Just like all those other pressings that sound really good, and this is no different. Great album. Yeah, it's a must-own if you're a Maiden fan. I don't know the price of that since it was a gift. This next one is also from my parents. They brought it back from Britain, and that is Iron Maiden Brave New World. This album is Maiden's return to form. Just gatefold on the back. I've always found with Maiden, up until Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, I could listen to every single song on a Maiden album and enjoy it all the way through. Starting with No Prayer for the Dying, it started, you know, there'd be a few songs that were misses, you know, and that continued right up until Brave New World. Brave New World was, like I said, a complete return to form. They got Bruce Dickinson back on vocals, and it just sounds awesome. Again, this is a 2015 pressing. Sounds great. It's awesome. And again, like with the other one, I don't know the price of that. Next up, we have a soundtrack, and that is Death Wish 2. This is done by Jimmy Page. Really solid soundtrack, really. That's all I can really say about it. It's a good soundtrack. If you can find a copy, pick it up because it's quite good. This was $16. It was worth it. Next up, we got the new one from C.J. Ramone, and that's The Holy Spell. This is his latest follow-up. He followed up, I think it was American Beauty, I think it was called, which is a really solid album. And this one's a really solid album as well. I got this for $12.99, and I got it from Fat Records, the record label. You can buy it right from them really cheap. It's fatwreck.com, and you can get it for like $12, and it's worth every penny. Really good album. This is kind of like, with the rest of the Ramones dying, this is the closest you're going to get to any new Ramones material. And it's pretty good, honestly. Now, the next 3 are all by the same artist. I've been on a bit of a kick with this artist recently, and that is David Bowie. So, first up, we got Let's Dance. This is the Canadian pressing, the first pressing. Now, I've heard the guy over on channel 33 RPM talk about it and say it sounds really good. original pressing, the Canadian one, and this sounds really good. For this, I paid, I think this was 14 bucks, you know, and it sounds great. And it's David Bowie. You can't really go wrong with David Bowie, honestly. So, Let's Dance, good album. Next is one of his newer ones, and that is Heathen. I got this for 25 bucks. It's a really solid album, but it's later era David Bowie. You can't really go wrong with it. It's a good album. I'm glad to have it. And last up, we have, again by David Bowie, Black Star. Now this one's a bit hard to show off because of the nature of the case. I'll just take out this here. You see, it's got this, hello, it's got this, like, I don't know what you call that, like where the front is cut out. And originally it just showed the record. It comes in this clear case, and it just showed that through it. But when I opened everything up and I found this cool booklet that it comes with, I decided to utilize the back cover of that. I mean, I just open this up. It's got like lyrics and everything. It's all black on black, really nice. It's got this cool star motif on it, and you just put it in backwards and you get that nice star within a star type thing. Also, I know this album has a lot of like hidden features apparently about the cover. Like if you open up the gatefold here, you can see the starscape there, and apparently if you take everything out of the front and hold it up, you can see the stars like shining through the star cutout. It's pretty cool. This album is a bit of a bitter pill in that it's a really solid album, but it is David Bowie's last album. He literally died 2 days after this came out, so it's a bit bittersweet. It's like you got this great album, but there's not going to be any more. But honestly, it's a hell of a release to go out on, because Black Star's a really damn good album. So yeah, that is what I've picked up recently. The price for that was $36.99. Normally, I wouldn't have wanted to pay that much, but honestly, I couldn't find. I looked in a bunch of stores. I couldn't even find that on CD, and then lo and behold, I found one copy on vinyl, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm taking that. But yeah, that's it for the update right now. We're at about 8 minutes in, and that's about kind of the length I'd like to keep these update videos. The longer ones are fun, but they can be a bit wearing on you. But yeah, that's it for now. See you next time.